Welcome back. I'm Roy with Rugged Badger Racing and Team Parts Badger. Today we have something special. I am here with Kyle from Beyond Motorsports. Hey Kyle, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, what do you have here?
So here I have a replacement for the factory fuel vent. And today we're going to test and see how much extra added fuel capacity this can give us.
All right, sounds good. Let's put it in and try it out. Now, on our car, we are running the stock Miata tank. We have a custom vent, but we have an unmodified neck. Now, what we did, because this is roughly the stock setup, we went ahead and we filled this up. If you can see, that's filled up to the neck here. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna do a little bit of pump out so we can replace the vent. We're gonna put the fuel we pumped out back in, and then we're gonna figure out how much more fuel the system takes with the upgraded vent from Beyond Motorsports. All right, so we have the fuel out of the tank here, probably about 3 gallons or so, just to give us enough breathing room in here so we can replace the vent without getting fuel all over us. So this is in a jug marked red. As soon as we get the new vent in, this stuff goes in first, so we have the same capacity we had with the stock vent. Then we're gonna add in another jug, which we're gonna weigh first and figure out how much extra fuel this takes. So we have the vent over here. So Kyle, tell me a little bit about how we're gonna install the vent and how it works.
So it's actually pretty simple. So this first vent is your stock vent, and it's recessed in there and higher up. And then the second vent, it goes to an external vent over here. And then this goes to an air pocket that's regularly in your stock fuel tank, and that's what's stealing all your capacity.
All right, sounds good. So it adds 2 vents, one tied to the stock vent, but it's up a little bit higher. I think the stock one is recessed in the tank, and then the second vent goes externally here, and I believe that's to add more capacity, and then that also helps with filling, right?
Yeah, faster fueling.
All right, let's do it. All right, that was easy, took about a minute. All right, so here we have our stock vent, and you can see on this vent, that's recessed into the tank where this one is flush. And with it being recessed, what I think is happening is that this vent is actually much lower, and then that leaves an air pocket right here. Is that right, Kyle?
Yes, that's correct. That's exactly what's happening.
Okay, and then this guy, this is for the second air pocket that's in the top of the tank. So it's actually addressing 2 air pocket issues.
Yep. And then this is V'd here so that it presses against the tank and allows for the air to pass through.
All right, sounds good. And then just 4 screws and that's back in?
Yep, simple.
All right. All right, got that installed. Pretty quick and simple process. So we have the stock vent connected. We also have this extra hose, which loops here. Now in our case, we do not have the hinges for the stock trunk lid, so we're able to drill right here. There's just a single layer of metal, and then we have this rollover vent, which is also a larger capacity vent to help with filling right here. Now, if you have the stock hinges, you could probably just put that in the trunk lid, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and get our red can back in. That's the capacity that was in the tank before. We'll go ahead and weigh the new can, and we'll see how much extra capacity we added. So the red can is on. We have our extra fuel here. We're gonna go ahead and weigh this before and after. So we got the nozzle on here. We're coming in at 11.4. 11.4, so let's put it in and then we'll weigh it at the end and we'll see how much fuel we put in. Holy shit. That's taking a lot. I honestly didn't expect it to take that much. Oh my God, it just keeps going. All right, so apparently we didn't have enough gas. Now, I knew we had a little more than a gallon, I'm shocked that it took that. So it should have taken about 7.2 pounds. 167.4, so that's 2.6 pounds away from 170. Now I'm holding the jug, and we're 1.8 pounds over. So we'll overlay the math on this right now, but it took more than a gallon. I know that, because it took more than 7 pounds.
Yeah.
Because I think we weighed it before and it's 7.2 pounds, and it took the whole frickin' thing. Now, geez, that's impressive. I wish I had more fuel. We know what the actual capacity is, but it takes more than a gallon, which is pretty absurd just by adding a vent that's flush with the tank. There's no modifications to the tank. This is just a modification to the vent. It's not even bumping out or tricking it to add capacity. It's literally just flush with the tank. And then that extra hose being added allows that air pocket to be accessed. So, wow, that is really impressive. All right, so just to show, this is where we're at. We have no fuel visible in the filler neck. We added all the extra fuel we had. I wish I had more. Now, I want to preface this by saying I'm not an idiot. I actually have a math minor. It is just early in the morning. I'm not good with arithmetic. We went back, we watched the videos, we whiteboarded it. So we are going to start with empty weight of the canister. We start with Roy's weight at 167.4. Roy plus an empty canister is 171.8. We do the arithmetic here. We have 4.4 pounds empty, and we confirm that is accurate. When we measured when the tank was full, or the jug was full, we were at 11.4 pounds. Empty, we're at 4.4, which means there was 7 pounds of fuel in the tank. Now, when I measured before, it was 7.2, so it's in the ballpark. The scale goes in 0.2 pound increments. Nonetheless, let's figure out how many gallons that was. So we're gonna take 7 pounds, and we're gonna divide that by 6.3 pounds per gallon. When we look at premium fuel, we're looking at 6.3 pounds. I think regular fuel, you're looking at 6.1. Premium is a little bit heavier, I guess. But when we do the math on that, we're looking at 1.111 gallons repeating. And we have more to go. You saw the filler neck. I bet you we could put more in. Now, I know we're not over the ChampCar maximum capacity because we did actually run the tank dry. We put that in, and we weren't over the capacity. But this vent adds more than a gallon, which is really, really impressive with no modifications to the tank. All right, so there you have it. That install, how long did that take to install about?
5 minutes.
All right. So if I buy this kit, first off, where do I buy it?
All right, so you get it at beyondmotorsports.com. It comes with the hose, the fittings, your vent. It uses the OEM screws. So it's an all-inclusive kit. It comes with everything you need.
All right, there you have it, and that adds more than a gallon of capacity to your stock tank. So if you're looking for something, you don't want to go the fuel cell route because you know the fuel cells are a pain in the ass. You can increase capacity for a very reasonable price and very quickly. Now, when we installed this, we also needed this bump out because it doesn't sit flush. So for a bump out, we just used a dog bowl. So that was about $3, I think, and it's very lightweight. It was pretty easy for me to put that in place. So there you have it. There's our product review. I appreciate the opportunity to get this thing tested at the track, Kyle, and I am glad it added this much capacity. So if you like watching these videos, please remember to like and subscribe below. Thanks for watching.